You're going to be in the room when they make that decision. Not much expected from the decision, honestly. Everybody's expecting no move at all, but a lot of anticipation when it comes to Jay Powell's press conference. What are you expecting?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough press conference for them because I think they are going to try and walk a very fine line between not ruling March out as a live meeting for a rate cut and not absolutely locking it in as a meeting for a rate cut. I think they're going to try and keep it live. I think they're going to try and keep their options open. You know, we've got a couple of really big data points between now and that meeting, and so they're not going to want to be too definitive.
All right, so you said the odds, we were talking off camera, odds are like 50-50. It could go either way in your mind. So I do want to talk to you about this week overall. Pretty big week. We have a Fed decision and obviously the Jay Powell news conference. And then on Friday, we have the jobs report. So we have a lot more economic data before we get to March. Give us a sense. The jobs report, other economic reports, how does that factor in? Because I think the consensus now is we've kind of reached that soft landing. Does the Fed see it the same way?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Fed is extremely hopeful that we've reached that soft landing, but I think they have to watch a couple of data points between now and that March meeting. The most important one is actually February 9th, which is when we get CPI revisions, and those are not usually a barn burner of a data report, but I think in this case, last year what we saw with these CPI revisions was a really big upward revision to the fourth quarter, and the takeaway there was that the inflation picture wasn't as positive as we thought it had been, and so if that were to happen again, it could really change the picture that the Fed is looking at. And so I think those February 9th revisions are just going to be incredibly crucial to how they're thinking going into the March meeting. And then we're going to have another CPI report. And so I think the sort of 1-2 punch of the actual CPI data in hand and the revisions from the end of last year are going to be the critical thing to watch.
So is CPI, PCE, are those really the deciding factors here? How does the jobs report play into all this?
Yeah, excellent question. And I think actually the most important question for Powell this week, he's going to get asked about this. If no one else asks about this, I'm going to ask about this, which is how are they thinking about growth data versus inflation data right now? Because the growth data look really strong. You know, it's a little weird for the Fed to be cutting interest rates in an environment where growth is above trend, unemployment's at 3.7%, job gains are still really solid. But at the same time, inflation's coming down faster than they expect, and maybe we'll even undershoot that 2% target if it keeps going at this rate. And so I think, how that balancing act plays out is something that he really needs to describe in a little bit more detail.
All right, so we know the question that you're going to ask during the news conference. What about what Senator Warren, those Democratic lawmakers, are asking to definitely cut in March? Does that factor at all into the Fed's decision? Does that factor into Jay Powell's thinking?
They would tell you absolutely not. They are very adamant that they do not take political considerations into account when they're thinking about policy. This is why they have that famous independence from from not just the presidency, but also they're fairly insulated against immediate change from Congress. And so I think that, they would say, no, it doesn't matter to them. Obviously, though, I do think they are conscious of the fact that people are really struggling under the sort of combined weight of high prices and high mortgage rates. And that is something that they're thinking about as they try and navigate this soft landing, try and make sure that we can set down without a big recession.
There's a lot of things going on in the world in general. There's geopolitical issues that are impacting just about everything, but including the oil market, which can have inflationary impacts. But at the same time, we've seen the supply chain ease. How do those different geopolitical factors, how do they factor into the Fed's decision when, again, their mandates are unemployment and inflation?
Yeah, I think if you talk to any economist right now who's watching sort of the global macroeconomy, this is the big thing that they're worried about. When you say what could derail the soft landing, it's geopolitics, because we've got these Red Sea disruptions, which are messing with supply chains through the Red Sea. We've got the potential of a bigger Middle East conflict, and both of those could matter a lot.